Welcome back to another video. I don't know, I hate doing sit down videos, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Can we give a moment of silence for the vibes? They're too good. Today we're doing a life update. I had people ask me questions over on my Instagram story. There's just like 5 questions on there and I'm like, all right, that's the video, okay, bye. Where are you guys staying now? We are in Utah right now. We've been living in this house for 6 years. Jace has been living here for 7 years and I have been living here for 6 years. Are you guys planning on moving? I've made a couple of videos of us house hunting, looking for houses. We're constantly looking for houses. We're kind of just at a weird place right now because the market's just so crazy. Tracking my income's crazy. It's kind of hard to know like what we qualify for a loan and everything. We could move next week. We could stay in our house for the next 5 years. Ideally, I want to build a house and buy land. That is also just so crazy to do right now. Any advice you have for me being a new mama? I could use some advice right now too. Don't be afraid to ask for help, number 1. Like this weird stigma with moms where it's like you have to know what you're doing all the time. I know what I'm doing about 5% of the time. The other 95% of the time, I'm just winging it. Yeah, take time to yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help and don't be so hard on yourself. Everyone makes mistakes in parenting. You learn from those mistakes. You teach your kids right from wrong. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with that. Yeah, don't take it so seriously. You're doing a great job. Anytime I do a Q&A, I always get a question like this. How do you think your life would be if you didn't have kids so young? No judgment. I love you. Love you too. I've gotten used to people ask me this question. I feel like it doesn't faze me anymore. Like if you asked me a while ago, like anything about my pregnancy, anything about having a kid, I would just be so embarrassed and insecure. But now I feel like I am very secure with where I'm at. This is actually mine and Jace's favorite question to ask each other. Anytime we go on a little road trip, we're always like, where do you think we would be if we never met? Or where do you think we would be if we never had Beckham? And honestly, it's so hard to say. I don't know. I just feel like I am in such a good place that I just don't feel like I would be anywhere better if I didn't have a kid so young. I probably would have been doing dumb stuff had I not had a kid or had I not met Jace. Maybe I would have been in college. Maybe I would have been working at McDonald's. I don't know. I'm so grateful for where I am right now and I wouldn't want to think of where I would be if I didn't have my son or if I didn't meet Jace. So that's that. I don't know. Are you and your partner married? If not, how do your families handle kids prior to marriage? We've been married for 5 years. I feel like our parents handled it pretty well. Jace's parents are very religious. Sex before marriage, kids before marriage is against their religion, but I don't feel like they were ever very judgmental of us. They were always so supportive. I don't feel like we ever got any judgment from our families. Thank goodness. Favorite TV shows? Love Your Family. Thank you. Me and Jace have been super into Survivor. We watched all of Love is Blind. We watched Hell's Kitchen for a little bit. The Bachelorette, The Bachelor, our TV show. Me and Jace don't really watch a ton of TV shows. I feel like it's kind of hard. We just like bounce around from different TV shows because we only have a couple hours after the kids go to bed. So sometimes we'll just watch a movie. We just watched the new Knives Out 2. That's not really a TV show, but that was just something we've watched recently. I'm 21. Should I wait to be settled to have a baby or is there no such thing of being ready? I feel like I'm not the right person to ask because I had a baby at 17. 21 here is normal, but like that is still so young. Granted, I had 3 kids by the time I was 21. I just feel like I'm not the right person to ask for this. How have you been mentally? I have been honestly so good mentally. I've been in a little bit of a rut, which is very common for someone who does like content creation and is in social media. Trying not to get the seasonal blues because it is getting cold and snowy in Utah, so I don't go out as much, and then I feel more mom guilt if I don't take my kids out and I'm inside all day. My relationship is in a really good place. Yeah, I feel content. What's the hardest thing about being a young mom? It really is just a mental aspect of it all. Also, I would say I felt a lot of guilt and a lot of embarrassment when I was pregnant. I had Haven and Beckham and I was still just so embarrassed to go out. Like I just didn't want to run into anyone that I know. Being on social media has really helped me because I've kind of had to break out of my comfort zone to put myself out there, meet new friends. I feel like it's just so hard being young because a lot of it is just self-sabotage. I would tell everyone that I was fine. In my head, I'm just like freaking out. It really plays a huge toll on your mental state. I probably should have gone to some therapy. I didn't. Oh well. How has life changed now that you're a top follow influencer? It's a top follow influencer. I don't know what that means. Kind of like goes on my last one is just I've been able to break out of my comfort zone. Before I started TikTok, I had 0 friends and it was really lonely. It was really hard. I feel like being on social media has given me an outlet to put my creative freedom into and find myself, because I lost myself at 16 years old to being a mom. That's kind of when you first start finding yourself. I've been able recently to just find myself, have creative freedom. I've been able to find so many things that I've loved to do from being on social media. It just makes me really happy. I don't think I can ever really express how grateful I am to everyone who follows me. I wish I could just like squeeze every single one of you and just thank you. I don't know. When do you want to have a 4th baby? This is a hard question to ask me. You can't ask me this question around like 9 months to a year is when I start getting baby hungry, but that's also when I start feeling like myself again. Being pregnant is honestly what's holding me back from having another baby. If I could just like have the baby here, I would do it literally tomorrow. Just that pregnancy, man, it really wrecks me. Yeah. Ask me again in like 6 months. How do you manage your finances with 3 kids? We're not very good at managing our finances though. I feel like we have an app called Mint that kind of tracks our finances. We need to be better about spending though. I'm a big spender, so we've talked about budgeting and putting our money in investments here, or spending only this much on food a month, or this much on like extra spending other than like utilities, rent. It's funny because I feel like I get a lot of these questions and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm the best person to ask. Maybe ask someone else. Games you loved but you ended up discarding. I actually have a video on that. Maybe I'll link it. Why didn't you pursue a university degree after high school? Because I had like 2 babies at that point. I don't really see it being anything that I'm gonna be pursuing anytime soon. So what's your order from Taco Bell? What isn't in my order from Taco Bell? Let's see. I want Baja Blast Mountain Dew Freeze, the largest size that they carry. Crunchwrap Supreme, bean burrito no onion, the nacho fries, the Dorito Loco Taco, regular crunchy taco, our little Cinnabon Delights. Oh my, so good. So this has been a huge question of mine recently. What does your diet/workout routine look like? So since having Tommy, I've lost probably over 35 pounds. I am so proud of where I am right now. I got the worst sugar cravings during my pregnancy and it kind of just like carried through ever since. Cutting out sugar, more processed foods I've been cutting out. I've been adding in a lot of like, sorry, I just burped. I've been adding in a lot of healthier foods like tilapia I've been eating, broccoli, asparagus, cauliflower, rice, potatoes. Been eating a whole lot of that. I've been going to this workout class called Burn Boot Camp. I love it so much. It's like a 45-minute class where you just like bust out some weights. Can you tell us more about the show and where it would be streaming? I wish I could speak more on this. The only thing that I can say is that we filmed a pilot for a reality show, and that's all I can say. And hopefully you guys can see it soon. Hopefully I can share more on it soon. I'm super grateful for the opportunity. Love the girls that I work with. Yeah, right now would be a perfect time to remind you to subscribe to my channel, like this video. That felt really cheesy. Favorite girl on Mom Talk. Honestly, I love them all. Mom Talk has been so much fun. So much love. I'm gonna end it off with this one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Why did I just get goosebumps? I love to see how much my life has changed 5 years ago to now. I'm just excited to think of where I would be in 5 years, and I honestly don't even know. Hopefully we're in our dream house, ideally. Hopefully Jace doesn't have to work and I can be the sole provider. Hopefully traveling more. I'll probably have another kid in 5 years. I don't know, but it gets me excited. Gets me pumped. Thanks for watching my little video. My butt hurts from sitting on this chair. I'm so grateful for all of you, seriously. Love you all to death. Thanks so much for watching it. I think I wouldn't feel awkward, but yet I do. Okay, bye.